Hey y'all, welcome to the latest installment of In Hope. I wanted to spend some time today talking about endings and how strange they are if you think about it. You invest your time and yourself and your energy into a book or a movie or even, listening to a story that a friend or loved one is telling. And this storybook or movie could have fantastic characters and a wonderful plot line, but if the ending flops, it leaves you feeling dissatisfied, like you just wasted that time, and you'll never get it back. Usually, an ending will wrap up the story, or it will leave you on a cliffhanger, especially if it's an installment in a series. Leave you wanting more to pick up where you left off. But an ending really has the chance to either sink what was a great story or save what might have been a mediocre story. And I wanted to read y'all my favorite ending from the Bible, which is found in the book of Matthew, the 28th verse. The 20th chapter, verses 16 through 20, also known as the commissioning or the Great Commissioning. Now the 11 disciples went to Galilee, to the mountain to which Jesus had directed them. When they saw him, they worshipped him, but some doubted. And Jesus came and said to them, "All authority in heaven and on earth has been given to me. Go therefore and make disciples of all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father and of the Son and of the Holy Spirit, and teaching them to obey everything that I have commanded you. And remember, I am with you always to the end of the age." Friends, this is the word of the Lord. Thanks be to God. And that's a really strange way both to end a chapter and to end a book. It sounds like things are just gearing up for Jesus and his disciples, and in fact they are. This is it's been referred to as a Great Commissioning. It's a benediction, but it's also an inauguration. This book ends, but the story of Jesus and his disciples and the church continues. And it's been an ongoing story for some 2,000 years. Just because humanity decided to put a period doesn't mean that God put a period. I've been thinking that I really can't wait to finally read the ending of this season of coronavirus. I'm sick and I'm tired of it and I'm just over it, and I know I'm not alone, but I have faith and I have hope, knowing that God, who writ and wrote the creation, everything into creation, who wrote the story of Jesus, is writing our stories now. God hasn't put down the pen. This chapter will come to an end, and God will continue to write. One of my favorite sayings is, you cannot put a period where God put a comma. Our stories are still being crafted and created, and they will continue to go on. And there's something terrifyingly beautiful about that, knowing that, well, we might have some editing capabilities, that our future is beyond our control. But I find comfort knowing that, as Jesus said in Matthew 28:20, that Jesus and God are with us in the unfolding of our stories. They're present as we experience the future as it unfolds. And that's powerful, and that's hope-filled, And it's something that I'm looking forward to experiencing and something that I'm looking forward to sharing with y'all. This hope in the great writer, knowing that God still has something to say, and God is more than happy to use us to help God say that. So friends, having heard a word of hope, be hopeful. Be hopeful and be a word of hope to someone else today, tomorrow, the next week, maybe even the next month or years. All right, y'all take care.